Hello everyone, back for another doll video, and today I'm going to be doing another video where I take out the hair on a much newer Barbie. So recently I wound up getting this newer ice skating Barbie at Dee Dee's Discounts for like $4. So yeah, I'm not sure if y'all have seen her. I might label this video, I might title the video like Ice Skating Barbie Career Doll or something, but she does have the colored legs. She's not like the previous ones where the whole leotard was molded on. This one actually has a fabric dress and everything. It's just the legs have been colored pink. And she does have ice skates, but I liked her because her face. But I knew immediately when I saw the hairstyle and everything, I was like, you know, we've seen the ballerina ones and things like that, and usually when they have this sort of updo like this, it's really bad hair, and it in fact is. So if y'all can find this doll, I do recommend getting her, but not at full price, like $11 for this. It literally feels like it's nasty. This hair is absolute garbage. So I've washed it, conditioned it, combed it out, and this is what it came out looking like. It came out looking like a frizzy mess. I actually have a ballerina one. I'm not entirely sure where she is at the moment. But I do have a ballerina Christie that I got from the thrift store. And I had gotten the Teresa version before that, like years ago, and I've already rerooted her. But yeah, she has the Asha face. I just call her the Christie ballerina. And yeah, when I got her from the thrift store, she was barely played with, and her hair was exactly like this. Like, you can hear that, like, yeah, it's like straw. It's bad. So yeah, and then I went to comb it out, and it just turned into a frizzy mess, which is really sad because I'm going to show you another doll that I got recently. So this is a doll from Dollar Tree. Excuse me. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, Dollar Tree is a store, a discount, like, dollar store in America. And they have these dolls that they have full-on outfits. They're articulated, so the arms can move out. And the Dollar Tree dolls now have double jointed knees. And they also have hip swivel. And they are made of a more solid plastic. Now before, Dollar Tree dolls were made like this. So, you know, you could literally just pull the arms off. You could pop them in half. And they were all hollow inside. And what dollar store Barbies or fashion dolls are usually made like. Same with the legs. You can just pop one of the legs off, and the whole doll just basically comes all apart like that. So you can just literally rip off the arms, the head, everything. So that's your standard dollar store Barbie, and then they just go right back together again. Yeah, and sometimes you'll get something, I'm not even sure if you can see, but like with these, like the flange, there's like a white there's like, what do they call that? Stress marks, where the plastic gets white like that. And a lot of times that will happen to these in the flange, which is this bump that fits into the hole. Sometimes that flange will just rip completely off. So like the legs have it. So you'll get like splits where it'll start separating from the leg. The flange will separate from the leg and then it'll just rip off. But yeah, that is what your standard dollar store Barbie usually looks like. Very cheaply made, but now they are like this. But most importantly, the hair is better quality than that Mattel doll that I just showed you. That is a name brand doll. So yeah, you can see her hair right now. I have not brushed it out. I have one here. Actually, not that one. I want to get a different one. Her hair is a bit messy. Well, this is the same one, but she's darker. Let me see. I'm going to fix her hair real quick because... There we go. Her hair just combed right out. But yeah, she's the same one, except she's the darker variant in the same dress. There we go. I haven't washed her hair or anything, but that's how it turned out, and yeah, you compare that. Yeah, it's way more coarse than the Dollar Tree one. So yeah, the hair is nicer. And I'm going to demonstrate on how easy it is to comb out the Dollar Tree doll's hair. Yeah, here's another one. Her hair is straight, but she is a Dollar Tree one. And all I did was just comb her hair out. I haven't washed it or anything. Yeah, here's her and her hair. So you hear that? Compared to a genuine Mattel Barbie. Yeah, you can just hear the coarseness of that. But I'm going to show you. And literally me brushing this out once made it look frizzy. But I'm going to show you this one. And all I did was so I don't think they ever brushed the hair, they just rooted it in. And then they threw it up into a ponytail. So, look at this. Look at that. Now there are going to be like some longer hairs. So what you'll do is you'll trim those off. Have some scissors. So the hair is about that long, so I'll cut it off there. So yeah, sometimes they'll just come out with slightly longer hairs, and when you go to comb it out, it kind of snags onto the longer bits of hair. There we go. Look at that, it's just running right through it. I'm just baffled that a dollar store doll has better hair. And I'm pretty positive that this is also polypropylene hair, just like this. But it's way nicer, in my honest opinion. See, I usually like clamp down on the hair like that with my fingers. And then I just run the comb through it. And then there is some, you can even take out the hair tie, which I'm going to do. The hair tie will just slide right out of her hair. There we go. And then you can literally, if there's any like tangles there, you can tease them out. Now these Dollar Tree dolls, dollar store dolls in general, their hair plugs aren't exactly always implanted properly, so most of the time the plugs will just be pushed in. That's actually what Mattel does too, but they melt the hair plugs. Yeah, see, there's another longer one. So I'll just trim that one away. Wasn't expecting to have to cut all these like extra long pieces off, so this might be a little bit longer video. So I hope you guys are prepared for that. I actually had a knot from the rooting machine. Sometimes when machines root the hair and it puts it in a knot in some hair plugs. And then I'll go under. And this is before washing her hair. And then you see how nice that is. And then pop her head off. And this is how they ponytail the hair in the factory before they pop the head on. They will take the head like this. And they will do this like super fast. So they will like wrap the hair tie around and bam, there you go. And then they put the head on and she's done. See? Look at that. Look how nice that dollar store doll's hair is. Now, not all dollar store dolls have nice hair like this, but it's a simple fact that there are dollar store dolls that exist that have nicer hair than a Mattel doll. Like a name brand Barbie. See, look at that. Look at how lovely, and it's very smooth feeling. So yeah, you compare that sound to this. So yeah. So long story short, her hair is going to be cut off today. I don't feel like dealing with it anymore. So I'm just going to remove it and reroot it. And literally her head popped off that easy. And we're just going to get rid of this. But yeah, like a Dollar Tree, dollar store doll, etc. Let me see if this one has... So yeah, you can see on the inside. Let me see if it will focus. But yeah, you see those plugs in there? They're just loops. So yeah, they're just literally just pushed in. Each one of those loops is supposed to be going through the next loop, locking each other together, creating like a chain effect. But the rooting machines do a crappy job, so... But what Mattel does is their machines do the exact same thing because it's all rooted by machine. They don't have someone taking the head and putting it against the rooting machine. And like, this is what like people will do when they root it by hand, is they will have the doll head in their hand. They'll push the head to the machine. They'll have the head on this like pole. The needle will come through and it will like pull the hair through or something like that. But yeah, they'll just go all around. But this one was rooted completely by machine, unlike those dollar store ones. So what Mattel does is, since their plugs wind up like that as well, they just... Let me see if I can... Yeah. Yeah, so you can see the little knots in there. kind of, sort of. Yeah, those are melted. So, her plugs were rooted in the same way, just pushed in, but they melted them so that they can't pop out. So it's kind of like when someone does the knot technique. Instead of it being an actual, like, tied knot, it's melted. So it's just a ball of melted plastic hair. But yeah, not only that, this doll's hair was cut really uneven. Yeah, garbage. That hair is absolute trash. I feel absolutely no shame or guilt cutting this hair off. But yeah, I wanted her because of her face, because the Dimples face that came out in 2018. And one of my other favorite dolls. Of course, I have the original one where she has the tan skin and she had the tropical dress on and everything. She looked kind of very Cali Girl-esque. But there's this one that I went kind of crazy over. I wound up getting 2 of her. Kind of need to comb her hair out a bit. But she's really a really pretty one. She's the one that came in like the sort of synthwave style outfit. Let me see if I can... I have a doll that's wearing it. I don't know where it is. But yeah, she came with like a pink, black... It had... The colors were pink, white, black, and blue. But yeah, she was a curvy doll. She came with a fanny pack. But yeah, I just really love this head mold, this particular sculpt. One of my faves. She almost makes me think of like a modern day Kayla or something. So yeah, but when I saw her, I've seen so many different screenings and they did a really good job on her screening. Like it is, they did do that UV resin printing method, but it came out really nice actually. So her face paint's really bold, and but yeah, I don't recommend paying the amount that Mattel wants you to pay for this doll. If you can find her on discount, then I would highly recommend getting her and having her rerooted ASAP. Definitely. And she shouldn't be too difficult to reroot, because I'm doing this all off camera. She shouldn't be too difficult to reroot because her plugs are spaced kind of far apart. So you shouldn't be rooting hair for very long. Yeah, which it makes sense that they didn't give her a whole lot of hair because it was very short hair and it was just going to go into a ponytail anyway. But I mean, come on, Mattel, you couldn't have given us saran hair or nylon hair, or even bring back Conneclon hair. You know, I buy Conneclon hair at the beauty supply store super cheap. And the length that they did on this doll and the amount of hair that I get in those packs of hair from the beauty supply store that are Conneclon hair, I could root like maybe 10 dolls or so, maybe even more, maybe like 15 dolls with that hair length, with the amount of hair that you get. So I know that hair is not expensive at all, so if I can get a full pack of Conneclon hair at the beauty supply store for less than $5, then they should be able to, Conneclon hair would be 100 times better than this crap right here. They just need to stop doing this hair. don't even think dollar store dolls should be rooted with it. I don't think any doll should have this type of hair. You might as well just give the doll plastic molded hair. If nice feeling, decent quality doll hair is just that much out of your budget, then... Not that I'm giving Mattel any ideas, but... You know... Yeah, then you scrape all the plugs out. Using a flathead screwdriver. And, you know, they just come right out. Fortunately, there's no glue. Thank God Mattel stopped doing that glue. Oh my lord. That glue... Now, towards the end of the glue, they started using a different kind of glue, and it didn't seep out through the scalp. At least it hasn't yet. It was more like bendy and flexible glue. It wasn't all crunchy and stuff, and didn't like crumble as easily. But yeah, it was more like glue from a glue gun or something. Because I once popped a Barbie head off that had that newer glue in her head. And, yeah, it was very rubbery. It's the best word I can describe it. Actually, do I have a doll on hand that has that type of glue in her head? I am not sure that I do. No, that one has melted plugs. Let me see. But yeah, her hair is completely out. And because it is... A lot of the times, you can actually just shake the head and all the... Depending on how short you cut the hair. A lot of times, all the stubble left behind will just come right out. Because it's just a bunch of knots. There's no, like, locked plugs together or anything. They're just a bunch of, like, plastic pieces that can just fall out of the doll's head. But yeah, I don't... Wait, I did have one. She was an Endless Hair King... The Endless Hair Kingdom dolls they had that kind of glue in their heads. And I just saw one a minute ago. There she is. And she's made in Indonesia, just like the doll that I'm working on right now. So yeah, this one actually has that glue in her head, but as you can see, no glue leakage. So they completely switched over the formula for the glue in like 2015, 2016, somewhere in there, right before they started melting the plugs in. So, and as you can see, I can actually like squeeze her head and her head kind of goes right back into shape. So the glue in there is flexible. It's something different. But I am glad they stopped using glue, period. Like, I don't mind if they use glue as long as it doesn't seep out through the plugs, but I just prefer no glue to begin with, honestly. Maybe that's my nostalgia talking, you know, because my Barbies that I played with growing up did not have glue in their heads. But now this doll will be getting a nylon hair. I don't know if I'm going to do it longer or do it the same length that it was and just recreate the same hairstyle. But I know there's ice skaters that leave their hair down. Like, I've seen them have their hair like flowing and stuff, and they make it work. So maybe I'll just create her some curls or something. But yeah, I would highly recommend getting her at a discount, because for that face, I mean, you know. Yeah, so you can hear it rattling around in there. Now her neck hole is a little bit small, but a lot of times you can literally just shake it and the plugs will just fall right out of the head. Unless you have big clumps like this, but you can see that is all melted together. I would imagine, like, if you cut these really nicely, you could separate them out to where you can make doll eyelashes out of them. Like if you had dolls with sleeping eyes or something and their eyelashes fell out, maybe you would be able to use that. I don't know. But maybe you would be able to use that as false lashes for dolls. Because it's short hair, you're not going to be combing it or anything. And it's very stiff hair, so it will hold that curl shape. Bam, another big wad. Yeah, it's like some of them are fused in there. But yeah, you can see the hair is already kind of curled anyway, so you might be able to use this for doll lashes. I don't know. But yeah, see, you can shake it and a lot of the pieces come out. The reason this doll's hair plugs aren't coming out is because she's got a lot of big wadded up pieces in there. Like this one. Yeah, the plugs weren't very close together, as you can see, so it shouldn't take too long to reroot her. I don't know if it's this way for every single one of them, but if you do pick this doll up, I highly recommend giving her brand new hair. I feel like there's another big fat piece down in there. And that's why it's not coming out all the way. Yeah, I was right. There's another big... That was probably the part line, maybe. That's probably a piece of the part line. Yeah, finishing up here. And once you don't hear any more rattling around... Yep, her head is empty. Yep, there's no more hair in her head. Oh my god, she still smells brand new though. I love that new doll smell. Oh. But yeah, she's done. She's had her hair completely removed. And yeah, that's her rooting. Not very much to do, really. So she should be fairly easy. But again, that face, she is worth it, in my opinion. She's worth all the effort I will put into giving her new hair. So, also, this is my first video of the new year, I believe. I'm horrible with keeping track of that stuff, but yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. I didn't make a video on Christmas either, so Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all those. I did do a video on Halloween, like, during the Halloween season, so got that covered. But yeah. Anyway, that is her. Actually, let me see the Dollar Tree doll. I'm going to put her hair. Yes. See, she would look really pretty like that. And the fact that this hair is better, this Dollar Tree doll. They actually changed the face. They actually changed the faces on them recently, which I'm kind of glad about, because they were looking a little bug-eyed before. So like the original ones with this face mold, their heads are actually smaller. So yeah, they went from this. So yeah, this was after they got rid of... Where is one of those dolls? I had one up here. No, that's not her. But one of the ones... I have one of the ones... Where's she at? I really want to find her. I'm sure you'll already know anyway, but I'm gonna show her off anyway. Just because of reasons. Because of reasons. She is not wanting to be found at the moment. I literally just saw that doll 2 seconds ago. Well, that's gonna fall down there. She really does not want to be found. Nope, that's another new one. That's another new one. I have so many long-haired dolls, and their long hair is getting in the way and covering up all the other dolls. Okay. Now, what am I sitting on? Scissors, that's what I'm sitting on. So yeah, this was the face that they got after they had the quote-unquote ugly face. Which, I don't know, I still like this face because it's unusual, like so unusual. I do love the screening for the eyes. I like how the eyes go upward into sort of a cat eye look. I like how bright and happy the eyes look, how bright the expression is. I like the irises, the iris detail, the lashes. But yeah, I still stand by what I think about this head mold. And that she is kind of beautiful in her own way. But yes, there was this one, and then they switched over to this one, and then later on they switched over to, I guess I should get a blonde one. Haha, there we go. So yeah, I liked the face like this. I liked this screening, but then when they upgraded to the articulated knees, something with the eyes went kind of off. Like, the eyes look like they're looking two different directions, and they look like they're bulging out of her head and everything. It's like the same screening, but they kind of messed it up somehow. And also the head got bigger. So yeah. And you could body swap them, but it's kind of weird because they have two different neck articulation holes. So you see this one's just a hole, like a regular standard hole. And then this one actually goes, it's like got a space for the neck to fit into. So with this hole and then a smaller one up in there. So yeah, there's a size comparison of the heads. So yeah, I wasn't feeling the newer faces on the dolls, but yeah, in order to put this one on one of the articulated bodies, you would have to jam the head down onto the neck. Okay, I thought my thing stopped recording, but no. But yeah, you'd have to jam the head down onto the neck like that. Because if you try to put it directly onto the flange, even if you shrink the neck hole down, it's going to be sitting really awkwardly. But the other head, you could potentially put this one on there, and it's fine. It looks perfectly normal. But with this one, you would literally have to like smash her head down onto the neck, like what happens with a Barbie when her neck breaks. So, I mean, you could have one of these ones on this articulated body, which actually in the promo photos, like you'll see on the packaging, there's a doll that's like running, and she's like facing this way, and she's like running to show off the articulation. They actually have the older heads, but they're like jammed down. Or like some of them are like really high up like that, and the neck looks really long. So it just looks really weird. And vice versa. I mean, if anybody wanted to, I'm sure. Yeah, see, you could put this one on one of those bodies as well. She actually fits better on there, though. The neck's still freakishly long, so no, I will keep her on her original, like, cheapo body. But no, my point is, they did recently update the screening. So I do have a brunette here with the same screening. So yeah, she's looking really bug-eyed. And now they look like that. I think all they did was change the iris, and that was it. So the iris doesn't have all those little lines in the bottom for like shine. And there's like a sort of little faint highlight over here, and then there's the two dots that go the other direction. But no, the new ones, they just have one dot without all the lines. So yeah. I mean, I prefer this screening as long as it didn't look bug-eyed. I liked the screening better when it was on these ones. It looked better on these. But yeah, just some evolution of the Dollar Tree dolls with that sort of face. But anyhow, this one is done. She'll be getting rerooted soon. I've got so many rerooting projects that I need to finish that I've only like half done. Like I've got dolls with half their heads done that I desperately need to finish. I just need to bite the bullet and get it done, but I get lazy sometimes and I slack off. And also I just lose interest in a project if it doesn't get done in a certain time periods or in a timely manner. So I'm really bad with that. Same with my videos, like my uploading schedule or whatever is non-existent. So yeah, that is her. Thank you guys for watching. More videos to come. And let me see if I can get it to focus. Come on, focus, come back. This is problems I used to face with my old phones where they would struggle to focus. But yeah, it's not going to. But anyhow, that's it for this video. More videos to come. And remember to stay true to you.